Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Prasad and these are the headlines for today. Altantuya Shaariibuu's cousin, Burmaa Oyunchimeg, I hope I'm saying that right, she testified at the Shah Alam High Court this morning where she reaffirmed seeing a photograph of the slain Mongolian national in Paris together with her then lover Abdul Razak Baginda and a deputy prime minister named Razak.
Okay, but the other two individuals that she believes to have seen was Razak Baginda and a deputy prime minister named Razak.
I think she said that in a witness statement.
She did, and she specifically asked Altantuya whether they were brothers because of the name that was similar. So that was her evidence earlier. I think all of you heard that.
Burmaa, who was testifying as a witness in the 100 million ringgit civil suit filed by Altantuya's family over her death, was most likely referring to the 2005 trip to Paris the deceased has said to have gone on with Razak Baginda, a close confidant of former Premier Najib Abdul Razak. At the time, Najib was the Deputy Prime Minister. Najib has repeatedly denied knowing Altantuya or that he had any part in her death. This is what Najib told reporters when they asked him for a response in Cameron Highlands this evening.
Thank you.
Dia ada nampak gambar Datuk Sri dan
Alah, itu fitnah lah, tipu. Saya tak pernah jumpa dia. Saya dah tumpah dalam masjid.
Terima kasih.
The suit was filed in 2007, a year after Altantuya's death. Former Police Special Operations Force personnel Azila Hadri and Cyril Azhar Umar were found guilty of Altantuya's murder by the federal court in January 2015 and sentenced to death. However, Cyril had fled to Australia earlier when the Court of Appeal acquitted the pair. He is now being held at an immigration detention centre in Sydney since Australia law forbids deporting those who face the death sentence in their home countries. Razak Baginda, who was accused of abetting the two former police officers in her murder, was acquitted. Najib has been pretty busy lately. He's travelling all over Cameron Highlands to campaign for the BN candidate, and he's also been in the studio to record a song. New footage has emerged on social media showing the former Prime Minister in a recording booth with more than a dozen people.
Inilah hari yang paling sedih dalam hidupku. Setelah tanggal 9 Mei 2018, aku disingkirkan. Selama ini aku berjuang bermati-matian demi rakyat yang amat ku kasih dan sayangi. Tapi apakan daya, aku terinaya dengan mainan Pakatan Harapan yang agenda semata-mata fitnah dan dendam.
Apparently, it's a cover of the Manhattan's famous song Kiss and Say Goodbye. Speaking of saying goodbye, Najib is scheduled to be tried for criminal breach of trust and laundering 42 million ringgit in relation to a former 1MDB subsidiary, SRC International, on February 12. Najib's lawyers are attempting to have the trial postponed. The family of Moyun Peng has asked the public to stop sharing pictures of his body on social media. A family member told the Star Online that they wanted to remember him as the handsome and cheerful boy and cherish the nice moments. Moy was killed after another vehicle hit his SUV on the Penang Bridge, causing him to lose control and plunge into the Penang Strait. It took search and rescue teams 3 days to locate and lift the vehicle out of the water due to challenging conditions. Moy's bloated body was found in the driver's seat when the vehicle was lifted out of the water. The 20-year-old's funeral will take place on Thursday. Meanwhile, the driver who hit Moy's vehicle has been arrested after he surrendered himself, according to Sinchu Daily. The federal government has cancelled the Talom Dam project in Cameron Highlands, according to Energy, Science, Technology, Environment and Climate Change Minister Yeo Bien. But it's not because of the Cameron Highlands by-election. Speaking at a Pakatan Harapan campaign event at the Orang Asli settlement of Pos Lanai this afternoon, she said her ministry made the decision in October last year.
Dan untuk hari ini sebab saya ditanya, maka saya umumkan berita baik ini kepada penduduk-penduduk. Tetapi keputusan dibuat pada 3 hari bulan Oktober. Ini tidak berkaitan dengan pilihan raya kecil ini. Hanya saya tidak tahu bahawa ini adalah isu politik. Sebab apabila kita membuat keputusan itu adalah isu teknikal. Itu tidak diperlukan, maka kita tidak mahu membazirkan wang rakyat dan juga merosakkan alam sekitar untuk membuat empangan itu.
The government is mulling measures to make semi-skilled jobs with salaries up to 5,000 ringgit exclusive to locals. Human Resources Minister M. Kulasegaran said this would be done by raising the minimum salary of jobs that expatriates can apply for to 5,000 ringgit. The current salary threshold for such jobs is 3,000 ringgit. He said this measure would reduce competition between locals and expatriates. Meanwhile, Talent Corp CEO N. Sivakumaran said that out of the 71,000 foreigners approved to work in Malaysia last year, only 2,173 were for semi-skilled jobs earning between 3,000 and 5,000 ringgit. And that is all from me today. For more stories, go to KiniTV.com. Please subscribe and share this video. I'm Michael. Thanks for watching and good night.